Wow, my friend, we're going now to the third chapter of the book of James, a very small book. But as I said in other excerpts, if you had this book and only this book, you could end up in heaven, because James lays out the way of heaven, asking Jesus Christ to forgive you of your sin, to come into your heart and save your soul. That's the entrance. That's the key that unlocks the door to God the Father. You have to come through Jesus Christ in order to get to God the Father. I have been in places lately where I have heard the word God used many, many times, and came home after a week of travel, cannot recall one person saying the name Jesus. And that's not good, because you can only come to God through Jesus, His Son. He was the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father except by Him. Now let's look at what my brother James, who is in heaven now, had to say to me. He said, "My brethren, be not many masters, knowing that we shall receive the greater condemnation. For in many things we offend all. If any man offend not in word, the same is a perfect man, and able also to bridle the whole body. Behold, we put bits in horses' mouths, that they may obey us, and we turn about their whole body." Just imagine how big, how gangly a horse is. If he didn't like that bit, if he didn't obey that bit, it hurts his mouth. That's why he obeys it. He only obeys it because it hurts. And some of us only obey because we absolutely, positively are forced to. That's not the same as obeying because you want to. My father used to be able to lay the reins on old Maud or Claude, either one of them, his big horses. They haul logs for him and stuff, or haul the wagon or the sleigh. We could be out there. And my dad would just lay the rein. He'd let that rein touch that side and that horse would turn. He didn't want that bit. He didn't want him to pull that bit. No way. He said, "I'll be obedient. You just touch that rein on me. I'll turn." And they would turn. They were good that way, even though they were somewhat unruly. Behold, all the ships. Behold, we put bits in the horses' mouths, and they may obey us, and we turn about the whole body. Behold, all the ships, which though they be so great, and are driven of a fierce wind, yet are they turned about with a very small helm, whatsoever the governor listeth. Wow. Wheresoever the governor of the ship, he touches that wheel just a hair, and that ship will get corrected. Or a hair the other way, and it'll get corrected. Even so, the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter, wow, a little fire kindleth. I know exactly how a little fire can get to be a big fire. A good friend of mine that I visited last week in the state of Maine, he's 78 years old, and I'm 77, and we chatted and remembered the fire. We lit a little bitty fire to burn off some grass, to dig for arrowheads. The wind came and got it, blew it into the trees. It wasn't but a second, it was a massive fire. And we managed to escape that fire. And we also had managed to escape getting whippings, because we had done burned our clothes off trying to put it out. Even the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. And the tongue is a fire of the world of iniquity. So is the tongue among the members that is defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and is set on fire of hell. Boy, if you're a Christian, bridle your tongue. If you are a Christian, bridle your tongue and get it right. And for every kind of beast and bird and serpent, and of things in the sea, is tamed, and hath been tamed of mankind. Wow. But the tongue cannot man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. My friend, you got to lock down and put a clothespin on your mouth so that your tongue can't rattle and get you in trouble, which it will do. It will do. Therewith bless we God, even the Father, and therewith curse we men, which are made after the similitude of God. Out of the same mouth proceed blessings and cursings. My brother, these things ought not to be so. Doth a fountain send forth the same place sweet water and bitter? Can the fig tree, my brethren, bear olive berries, either a vine figs? So can no fountain both yield salt water and fresh water. Who is a wise man and endued with knowledge among you? Let him show out of his good conversation his works with meekness and wisdom. Where does it come from? Your good conversation. But if ye have bitter envying and strives in your hearts, glory not, and lie not against the truth. This wisdom descendeth not from above, but is earthly, sensual, devilish. For where envying and strife is, there is confusion and every evil work. But the wisdom that is from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, and easy. Be interested, full of mercy and good fruit, without partiality and without hypocrisy. And the fruit of righteousness is sown in peace of them that make peace. Wow. Those were 9 marks of a divine man. This chapter, chapter 3, had the 9 marks of a devout man, a real Christian man. If you will take that chapter and come under its auspices, everything it says spiritually, you will be a Christian man at all times. And that's what we need to do. We're going to close this one and go to chapter 4 in a minute. All right.